come fast enough. How do you feel after your big win today?
Yeah, it was great to get things going a little bit for us. Obviously, wanted to come back and play well today after last week. So excited to be able to do that, get back on the field. Felt great being back out there and able to pull out the win at the end. So made it a lot of fun.
What was the feeling like when you guys get the ball back after a defensive stop, and how you kind of think that last drive went to put Nick in position?
Yeah, it was huge. We had a lot of momentum there. Defense came up, crowd was into it. That's what you want when you're playing at home. Crowd's into it. Defense comes up huge with a 3-and-out. Get a decent punt return there. I think got an extra 10 yards or so on the punt return. So we had a lot of momentum there, and we were able to string some plays together, get down in field goal range. Started raining there for a second. They kind of like, oh man, and then right as we were about to snap it, it calmed down a little bit, and Nick hammered it through. So proud of our guys, the way we battled. Stuck together throughout the game, through the ups and downs. That's the way football games are, right? It's never going to be perfect. You're going to have ups and downs, and if you can stick together, face that adversity, and then make big plays when it comes down to it, you're going to find a way to win, and that's what we did today.
Those two big play action plays, for you as a quarterback, what does that do for you when you're able to complete those long plays like that?
Well, it's huge. It gets us going a little bit, When you're able to hit a chunk like that, you're not going to have a 15-play drive to score, right? You're able to, shorten the amount of plays it's going to take you to get in the end zone and build some momentum. Hit a play like that, it opens up some underneath stuff as well. So it does a lot of things for you, and I'm proud of our guys, the way we practice. They're able to hit some in practice, and then those same guys are able to show up on Sunday and make the same play.
From a confidence perspective, though, how much does that help you, get into the flow and just feel good about the game?
Well, it helps, right? Anytime you're having efficient plays and moving the ball downfield, finishing drives with touchdowns, you're building confidence as a unit, and those big plays definitely help do that.
How good does it feel? First win since last November. How good does it feel, and how was the feeling in the locker room following this one?
I felt great. We're not thinking about last year or anything like that, but great to bounce back from the start we had last week and find a way to get to 1-1, and feels good to celebrate a win in the locker room. Those are the memories that I think back over the course of my career is celebrating tough, hard-fought games like today in the locker room with your teammates, guys that you go to battle with. So definitely added another great memory to it.
After those tough first 3 drives, did something specifically start clicking that you guys started sustaining it a little bit more, or was it kind of just that confidence stuff you guys were talking about?
Well, we moved the drive. I don't remember exactly how the drive shook out, but I think we moved it first time we had it, got a few first downs, so it wasn't like we were just going out there and running back off the field. So knew we were doing some good stuff, just needed to sustain drives and be able to finish and put points on the board. Able to hit the big play downfield, which helped, and got things rolling after that.
Did you get to feel a little bit more comfortable whenever Dylan came in that left guard spot?
Proud of those guys, the way they battled. X came in on short notice, battled, then Dylan stepped in, kind of thrown into the fire, right? Thought we were going to ease him back into a little bit after coming off the rehab, and got thrown into the fire. And proud of him, the way he battled for us and came up big.
Did you feel anything differently, Ryan? I know you talked about at length last week, but things were just a little off in that opener. Did you feel anything differently today, or do anything differently, or just?
No, I felt great. I felt great coming into the day. Was able to flush what happened last week by Wednesday after I talked to you guys, and then have a great week of practice. Got prepared and was ready to roll coming out here today.
Was that as tough a week as you kind of been through last week after the opener, after so much build-up going the season? What was that like last week, trying to get to today?
Obviously, watching the tape, it sucks. You're looking at the negative things and things you want to correct, and you're excited to get back out here. But once I was able to make those corrections with my teammates, with the coaches, I was able to put it behind me and get going for the next week. You got a long season. You can't harbor good things or bad things, right? We came up with a big win today. We'll celebrate it tonight, enjoy it tonight, and then tomorrow we'll start getting ready for the next one.
The big play trailer, how much did that kind of exhilarate the whole sideline and kind of just pump everybody up to just have some confidence?
Well, it's huge. It gets the crowd back into it, gets the sideline back into it. That sparked the touchdown, right? We're able to kind of pound it in there after that play by Traylon. So that was huge for us, getting some momentum and getting things rolling the right way.
How long have you been petitioning for that triple option play? How long have you been petitioning to run the triple option?
Yeah, we ran a little bit during camp. Wasn't sure when it was going to show up, but that was awesome. It was a great play call, and then it's nice having Derek run out there, and the safety just runs to him, so it made it a little bit easier for me. definitely took a hit there on the goal line.
Harold said
Huge day
that.
for DeAndre, but nonetheless came through with a very important catch for you. How important is that even, that kind of day when he's not getting high volume targets, that he's still available?
Well, he came up big in some critical situations. You know, he came up big on a third down. I was able to win on a slant backside. Then at the end, in the basically getting us deep into field goal range there, came up huge. Right, he had bad leverage on the play, was able to get the guy running and win at the top. So, and anytime a guy can show up for you big like that in critical situations, it really helps.
Harold leaned on you a lot during his recovery, having been through what he went through, seeing your teammate come up with that big of a play to force that game to OT. How cool is that for you to see that moment for him?
Yeah, so fun, man. I was just talking to him in the locker room. Proud of him, the way he battled through. He feels like, I can't speak what he feels like, but you can ask him. But it was a lot of fun, man. Seeing him make a play there at the end in a critical situation. Doesn't get any bigger than that, right? We're kind of backs against the wall there on defense. Need a stop in order to force it to overtime. Harold comes up huge and makes a big play. So after everything he's went through, all the ups and downs of rehabbing and how hard that is, to see him go out there and make a play in that critical situation is a lot of fun for me, and I know we appreciate him as a team.
What was your vantage point on the forward field goal, and what was kind of the feeling with your mind when you saw it went through?
Yeah, I was just standing up on the sideline there. You know, Nick's been so good since he came here. You know, in practice, in games. So there was never a doubt that thing was going to get hammered through there, and didn't even look close to me. So I don't know where it was, but I know it went through, and that's all that matters.
Ryan, we were talking to Jeff Simmons across the hall just now, and he was talking about how great it was to get a win, and he said, I told Ryan this week he's my quarterback, that I stand with him. What's it like to know that he and your teammates have your back no matter what?
It means a lot. You know, I knew last week wasn't who I am as a player, and I knew I was going to bounce back this week. But it's nice to feel that support from your teammates. You know, throughout the week. Wasn't a lot of big conversation or anything like that, because they see, you know, how I prepare and how I play. And so I don't think there was ever a doubt that we were going to be able to bounce back. But that support, no doubt, definitely helps build that confidence going into this week.
Appreciate it.
Hey, thanks, Ryan.